your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, it's all about Social Security. I'm talking about SSI, Ssdi, cost of living adjustment, the CPI record. We have new proposals, and then we're going to address the infamous $200 per month because somehow this is still circulating. So if you want to know what's going on in the lovely world of Social Security, you've come to the right place. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friends. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below and you're in just like that. So while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like, especially if you love me bringing this content to you, because I've been dropping it back to back to back. Now, if you are an Amazon Prime member or not, you can try it out free for 30 days on me. Click the link above or below in the description box. So let's go ahead and kick things off with Social Security recipients receiving this additional $2,400 per year or $200 per month, because I see a lot of my subscribers, they're having questions. I see a lot of other YouTubers are making videos saying that there's a change in the increase in Social Security benefits. Y'all, no Social Security recipients is getting that extra $2,400 a year. Now, there were bills that were proposing an increase, but those bills have not passed. As well as there was another bill, I want to say in 2023, that would have increased Social Security payments by $200 per month. It was introduced both in the House and the Senate originally in June of 2022, but the legislation did not pass it. So if you see videos that are claiming that you're going to get an increase, that all these things are going to happen, it's fake, guys. It is fake. But what they did release today is the cost of living increase for 2025. And they're like, look, older adults should expect a smaller cost of living raise as the inflation trends continue to slow. So based on January's Consumer Price Index, or the CPI report that was published today, Social Security's cost of living adjustment in 2025 is forecasted to be 1.75%. Now, this is according to analysts at the Senior Citizens League, which is like a nonprofit that really just advocates for my seniors. Now, this would be lower than this year's cost of living adjustment, which was 3.2% that most of you guys just received in January. Remember, like the year before last, it was 8.7%. That was the largest jump that we had in history. But they're like, look, according to the Congressional Budget Office, the forecast is about 2.5%, but clearly inflation rates are expected to fall at the end of the year. Now, the cost of living adjustment, they're saying, is going to drop dramatically for that 2025 year. And this is not good news at all, guys, because still the price of housing, healthcare, insurance, Medicare, all these things, food, is still remaining at an elevated level. Now, they're also looking at the Social Security taxation, which is on the rise, where more Social Security recipients, they're paying more taxes on their benefits as well. Some states, they're trying to take that cut, but the growing number of those that are getting hit by tax is due to their fixed income. A lot of people have those fixed incomes, and unlike the federal tax brackets, the income thresholds that subject Social Security benefits taxation has never been adjusted at all for inflation since this came into effect into 1984. So what does this mean? This means that more of my seasoned seniors or older taxpayers will become liable for the tax on Social Security benefits over time, and a portion of those taxable benefits can increase as your retirement grows. So that's why we have right now where there's so many House bill proposals to end Social Security tax for retirees. And I talked about this last week, where they were trying to give some retirees a relief as well. And that is because this bill is worded where federal taxes on Social Security income would be eliminated. They want to do this beginning in 2025. So that means the returns that will be filed in early 2026. And we talked about that one, where it's you earned it, you keep it, which they're saying is a win-win proposal as well. But pretty much what that proposal is just a tax cut for seniors and a way to ensure that more Americans can depend on their Social Security benefits that they've earned. So you don't have to worry about money being taken out. You don't have to worry about here. You can have those benefits. Now, this isn't the first time that a lot of lawmakers have introduced this legislation to end the income tax on Social Security benefits. But this, if it passed, this will be the first year. So, I mean, I get it. Like, a lot of people are on fixed incomes. And speaking of like just taking money in all the things, a lot of people are being left homeless right now after they're having to pay those Social Security overpayments. And I talked about this in a video before where I went into detail if you received an overpayment letter. But guys, it is really getting real out here. Like, people are being forced to live in their cars or sell in their homes because they are receiving these overpaid Social Security benefit letters. And I mean, I'm not talking about like 2,000-3,000. I'm talking about like 50,000, 100,000 as well. And the Social Security Administration, they are withholding a lot of people's entire checks until the debts are repaid. So this has like thousands of families have received like these demand letters where they must pay the Social Security Administration back those thousands of dollars this fiscal year, or I think they're giving them honestly 30 days. Now, we talked about this at the end of November, where the Social Security Administration had recovered more than $4.9 billion in overpayments as well. And I think they said they were going to kind of end the year with $23 billion still uncollected. But if you have a letter from the Social Security Administration, like I said, more than likely they're giving you 30 days to have that to them. And if you don't have that amount paid in full, or you fail to do so within that time frame, then the Social Security Administration, they start that collection process immediately. And I mean, that overpayment potentially reducing or halting your Social Security benefits. They're garnishing your wages. They're taking your federal tax refunds unless you submit some type of timely request or a waiver or something for reconsideration. And like I said, I'm not going to go much more into that because I do have an entire video that's dedicated to that as well. Now, speaking of VA and money, the VA plans to expand like their Agent Orange disability benefits to cover exposure in a dozen new states. So for all my veterans, my battle buddies, the Department of VA or Department of Veteran Affairs, they plan to expand this eligibility to those that are in the Vietnam era veterans who served at 129 locations in the U.S. during a specific time frame, as well as parts of like Canada and India. So I don't know if you guys seen where this was published on Monday, where it's in the Federal Register right now, where the VA officials, they're going to widen that eligibility for veterans who were sickened by any herbicides that was used in like World War II, as well as in the Korea in the 1950s, as well as on or off the shores of Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos as well. So the VA secretary, they did say they're trying to make it a lot easier for veterans who were exposed to any type of toxic, agents at all to get those benefits and have it cared for under their service-connected conditions. So if you don't have a VA rating, but you did serve in the military during that time frame, they're making it a lot easier for you to get that VA rating as well. And they had like different states that were listed. Alabama was one, but I'll definitely have that added as well. And last but not least, the Social Security Administration is reaching out during Black History Month. So in celebration of Black History Month, the Social Security Administration, they are spotlighting like resources that are available to Black Americans of all ages to ensure that you are just getting the benefits that you deserve. So if you go to like the Social Security Administration website, they do have a page that is titled African Americans, which includes like tools that are readily available to aid Black Americans starting at birth, as well as when most children are assigned their Social Security number. It does have where the page, it spans through like the last day of work, as well as it includes like ways that Black Americans can go ahead and track like your lifetime earnings, as well as gauge like any other benefits that may be available to you as well. So if you want, definitely go ahead and check out that website. And this is pretty much all that we have that's going on in Social Security right now. So as of right now, there's no bills that have been introduced to boost any Social Security payments. Give that extra $200 a month, guys. It is a scam. Don't fall for it. The one thing that they do have for SSI and SSDI, remember, you should start receiving some payments at the end of this year unless they come earlier, and it's like the settlement payments. I've talked about that in another video, where you were charged or your benefits decreased while a lot of people receive those pandemic relief checks or stimulus checks, that they are issuing that money back because a lot of people's benefits were affected. But they said that the money should not be out until like the end of 2024, even going into 2025. So if you see some extra money, that could be the case. But that's about it. And yeah, I mean, we're trying to see what these elected officials or, presidential candidates are going to do. No one is really talking about Social Security. And when they are talking about it, it seems like they're trying to take the benefits away versus help. But let me know, what do you think? Have you received any overpayment letters at all from the Social Security Administration? What do you think about the cost of living adjustment only being 1.75% when everything else will probably increase? That is like a slap in the face. But let me know all the things. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, grab you some Amazon Prime. And I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.